Time for the 49ers Rush podcast.
Now, let's go to another position and talk about something else that's being solidified. The running back rotation. And, if you would have asked me before mini camps and all those things, even before the draft or whatever, it didn't matter. We knew Elijah Mitchell. Elijah Mitchell ain't changing. He's number one, and he's going to be number one. But before we jump to number 2, 3, and those guys behind him, Shanahan was asked to kind of critique Elijah Mitchell last year. And I thought that this was telling because Mitchell had a great rookie year, obviously, but he did leave some meat on the bone. And Shanahan kind of talked about one of the issues with Elijah Mitchell and his running style.
You got to, Elijah is such an efficient runner. I mean, he doesn't mess around at all. I mean, he's going downhill. He creates edges on people, and he's trying to go through people every play, which is why we like him so much. When you do that and you're committed to that, sometimes you do leave some yards out there where you could have a little bit of a bigger play. But that's, I think, also why he has such good yards per carry. But when you go out and you evaluate everything and you watch all the runs that you had, when you get a bunch of them, you do see places you can improve. And he had a couple big runs that could have been bigger. And I think that's what his goal is. He has the 40 to do it. But he runs like he's a 230-pound big back, which is what makes him such a good runner. So it's trying not to lose what has got him here, and then just add other elements to his game that his body's capable of doing.
Yeah, that's man. The start of that question is hilarious. I'm just going to play the start of this clip again because you can see Kyle trying to find the words. I'm just going to play like the first part of this clip because I think it's hilarious. Watch Kyle try to process mentally how he wants to explain who Elijah Mitchell is.
You got to, Elijah is such an.
I love it, right? Like you can tell Shanahan loves this guy, obviously, but like, yeah, it's not the clear cut. Oh yeah, this is what he does. This has been a huge change in Kyle Shanahan. If you're talking about evolution of what Kyle Shanahan, the 49ers want, consistency and efficiency, and it's everywhere. Offensive line play, running backs, wide receivers, quarterback, defensive line. And I can give you examples on those, right? Jawan Jennings, what he was able to do when Sanu came back from his injury, it didn't matter because Jennings was so consistent, right? You look at Samson Ebukam, who a lot of the fans are like, yeah, I don't know, maybe we move on. Hell no. His snap counts kept going up. His production kept going up. Guess what? Never missed a tackle. Linebacker position. Greenlaw over Aziz. Why? Consistency. Look at the back end. Talanoa Hufunga over Tart or, whatever. Missed tackles. That's a big deal. Consistency is such a big deal. Look at the running back going from somebody like Mostert and Breida to Elijah Mitchell. Efficiency. Chain moving. Look who they've drafted, right? Trey Sermon. TDP. These are chain movers. That's what they want. Now, the question here, Kali, does Mitchell get 1,000 yards? It's going to be tough. His issue is going to be health. Yes, it is set up for him to be even more efficient with a running quarterback. We're going to do, I'm working on a breakdown now over on Patreon, which, Kali, I know you support us there, and I appreciate that, my friend. Our Football 101 series, the zone read and running game with a mobile quarterback and non-mobile quarterback. So I've been working on clips and getting that. It just takes a long time to get it all processed and together. But that's one of the next Football 101 series that we're going to have. And the fact that you have a mobile quarterback freezes the backside linebacker. So even though it's a run play to Elijah Mitchell, the backside linebacker can't over pursue. He has to wait and make sure Trey Lance gives the ball away. And so it creates a bigger crease on that backside cutback, which is a staple of the outside zone, which is everything that Kyle Shanahan's entire offense is predicated upon. So yeah, I think the efficiency could even go up. And I think the big explosive plays could go up. So yeah, I do think 1,000 yards is in the realm of possibility. He's got to stay healthy. He broke his ribs, I think, 3 times last year. Had a knee issue as well, but he got those cleaned up. He's out there. I like Elijah Mitchell a lot. Yeah, I own him in my dynasty league. So like I'm a big Elijah Mitchell guy. I really, really am. But let's look behind and look at Kelly. She says, I think we have 2 800-yard running backs. That's what Kyle Shanahan wants. You've heard Shanahan talk about a 1-2 punch. You've heard John Lynch talk about a 1-2 punch. You've heard Anthony Lynn talk about a 1-2 punch. That is what they want.
The more you guys you can add, the better. But kind of the physicality that he brings gives you a chance to have a very physical 1-2 punch.
We want a 1-2 punch.
I thought Debo helped us do that towards the end of last year, bringing that in. But you don't want that to be just your 1-2 punch.
1-2 punch.
We know Trey, we thought he had a chance last year, got banged up, was a little bit behind. But I'm not holding out. I mean, I don't think he can't do it this year. So to add some more competition to him, having guys like Jeff Wilson, hasty guys on our roster, and now adding Ty with what Elijah did last year, and we have a very physical 1-2 punch.
And the best news maybe of all of camp, Trey Sermon has started to look really damn good. And he has taken those number 2 reps. Here's Kyle Shanahan when asked about Trey Sermon and the difference between what he did last year and this year. This is huge. This is the most positive thing ever said about Trey Sermon from the head coach.
Definitely. His first 4 runs that we had Trey sees it good. And it's just about hitting it without any hesitation. Those holes in the NFL close a lot faster than they do in college. And I think that was something Trey learned the hard way his first year. And he's got the film, he's got the experiences that happened. And you want to see how he is the first day you put pads on. And we didn't have to remind him, which is cool. That means he learned a lot from last year, and he's been thinking about it all off season. He's built his body to handle it. And most importantly, you can tell his mindset's there. And we've seen it in practice. And I can't wait to see it in these games coming up.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. Can't wait to see it in these games coming up. So if you're one of those people that bet like preseason games and stuff, which I did, I bet the Hall of Fame game because I'm a crazy person, just for fun. I only bet like a couple bucks. But anyway, if you're one of those people that does like preseason fantasy or bets, Trey Sermon's going to get some work, guys. He's got to prove to himself. He's got to prove to the team. He's got to prove to the coaching staff that he's going to be a guy. So like, yeah, I think that's really, really important. And one of the things I want to see, Jordan Mason, yeah, watch out for that guy, because I'm telling you right now, there's a chance that dude's going to be a star. I know I've been on the bandwagon Jordan Mason the whole time, but when every single beat reporter keeps talking about how this dude just looks the part, yeah, we'll see. He's going to get a lot of carries. He's going to get a lot of work.